Today I'm going to show you how to make your own DIY dried oranges, and there's a little bit of a technique to it because if you don't do it properly, sometimes they can turn brown and just don't look very nice. I have spent hours testing tricks out there to finally get the slices that stay bright and beautiful and perfectly dried. No dehydrator, no guessing. I'm going to show exactly what I found works the best. Let's get started making some DIY dried oranges for the holiday season. This is a really easy technique to do, and I love drying oranges. They kind of have that nostalgic feel from Christmases long ago. And they look so beautiful hung as a garland or on a Christmas tree. So there are a few tricks that you need to do to get that nice bright orange look without having them go brown. That seems to be the one concern when doing this project is you're putting all this work into it and then you're doing it and then you've got these brown orange slices. I'm going to show you how to prevent that and how to make beautiful orange slices. So the first thing you want to do is you want to use an orange that has no blemishes on it. We want to cut the ends off, and you want to use an orange that doesn't really have a really high sugar, like a clementine or something that's the smaller oranges that are really sweet. They have a lot of sugar in them and they do have a tendency to go brown. So a nice navel orange works best. You don't want to use these end pieces. We're just gonna disregard those. Now you want slices that are about 1/8 of an inch to about 1/4 of an inch. Take your time cutting them because that's going to be the key to having nice slices. I'm going to slice these up and we'll be back. I've got these all sliced. They look beautiful. Try to get them as uniform as you can, same size. If you have any seeds or pits, you want to take those out. I've got one here. And now you're just going to take a paper towel and blot out as much of the juice as you can. Now that we have these blotted really well, I have a dish of water. I have 4 cups of water, and we are going to add some lemon juice. We're going to add 4 tablespoons. 1, 2, 3, 4. What the lemon juice does is it prevents oxidation. It's going to prevent that brownness coming in those orange slices. And now we're going to add some salt. 1 tablespoon of salt. The salt, of course, is going to draw the moisture out of those orange slices. Mix it all together. Of course, if you're making more oranges, you can just increase the amount or decrease it if you're making them smaller. Lay the oranges in there. Let them soak. And we're going to leave them for 15 or 20 minutes before we go on to the next step. And this is crucial. You don't want to skip this step because this is really going to help prevent that browning that we get from the orange slices. We'll be back. It's been 20 minutes. We're going to take our orange slices and lay them on some paper towel. The more moisture you get out of your orange slices before you put them in the oven, the better. Because the moisture and the sugars of the oranges is what you want to get out. So we're going to lay them on the paper towel. And then we're going to take some more paper towel and lay it on top. I got a little seed there. Lay it on top. And then we're going to squish as much of that water out as we can. We'll take some more paper towel. And just press and get all of the liquid out that you can. This is also going to reduce the drying time in your oven by getting all of this moisture out. So I'm gonna take a few minutes. We're gonna keep pressing down on this, and we'll be back when we're ready to put them in the oven. Okay, now I've taken my rack out of my oven and I've put on a piece of parchment paper. You want to have the air circulate all around those oranges. So putting it in a pan and just laying them in there is going to let those sugars kind of sit in there, and it's going to make them go brown. So we just want to lay them out flat on this parchment paper. You don't want your oranges to touch. You want to have lots of room around them so the airflow can get through. Let's go and put these up in the oven. Now you want to preheat your oven to 170 degrees Fahrenheit, or as low as your oven will go. We've lined our rack from our oven with the parchment paper. We're going to set it in there. It's important to make sure you can have that air circulate through all of those slices. We're going to place a tray in the oven. We're going to prop the door open just slightly with a wooden spoon so the moisture can leave the oven and it's not going to stay in there and create any dampness. And then we're going to flip the oranges every hour. We want them to dry really evenly. This is going to take between 4 and 6 hours depending on your oven and the thickness of your orange slices. You're going to watch for the centers to turn that slightly translucent color and the edges to start to feel like they're dried out but not burnt. And if they start to darken too much, pull the orange slices out of the oven, turn your oven off, cool it down, start again, and put your orange slices in again as it's cooled down a little bit in the oven. We are back with some beautiful dried oranges. It's been about 6 hours. I would say these are about 90% dry. I like to take them out of the oven at that point and then let them sit overnight and let them dry completely. So we're just going to set these aside. I'll be back tomorrow and we'll finish them off. It's the next day. Everything is dried completely. And this is how I like to finish them off. I like to use some polyacrylic sealer. It is going to just give that little bit of extra protection to let them last for years and years to come. I can't get that open. Let's get this. And you're just going to just paint it on them. It gives it a nice sheen and a nice sparkle when you hang them on the trees. This is optional. You don't have to do this step. And if you don't want to use, if you don't have polyacrylic, you can actually even use some Mod Podge. It works fine too. I'm going to coat these all up. We'll be back. So common mistakes that cause browning: slices cut too thick, oven too hot, no airflow under the slices, or not blotting enough moisture before baking. Keep that temperature low, keep the air moving, and just be patient. The result is going to be bright, glowing orange slices that look like little pieces of stained glass. They'll last for months in a sealed container in a cool, dry spot, and they're perfect for garlands, wreaths, or even gift tags. And that's it. Beautiful, bright, dried oranges without a dehydrator or a single brown edge. If you found this helpful, hit the thumbs up. It really helps my channel. And if you're feeling crafty, YouTube thinks you're gonna like this next video. So go check it out, and I'm gonna see you over there.